Is this happening to you using Bookmap? Your heat map is screaming with color. Your order flow is stacking up. Volume is exploding at the open. And right at the exact moment, the moment you bought the software for, your screen stutters. It freezes and tears like a flip book missing half of its pages. You think Bookmap is broken. It's not. Your computer is faking its graphics. And I'm about to show you exactly what that means. Here's the thing nobody talks about. Every other tech channel out there will tell you to fix a stuttering app by going into Start, opening Settings, clicking Apps, and hitting Repair. There's a video out there with almost 250,000 views that does exactly that for Microsoft Edge. 2 simple steps, they say. Reset the app and your problem will disappear. Well, that works for a web browser. It does absolutely nothing for Bookmap stuttering at peak volume. Because this isn't a software problem you can click your way out of. This is a hardware problem hiding in plain sight. So let me explain what's actually happening inside your machine when that heat map chokes. Bookmap is not your normal trading platform. Most platforms like NinjaTrader, Sierra Chart, and your basic charting package, they draw a candle every few seconds. Bookmap draws a living, breathing heat map that redraws thousands of times per second, painting every single resting order, every print, every cancellation in real time. It's basically a video game running on live market data. And to render a video game, you need a good graphics card, a real graphics card. And here's why 90% of traders get blindsided. Most computers, especially anything coming off a shelf at Best Buy or any laptop under $2,000, they don't have a real graphics card at all. They have what's called integrated graphics. Integrated graphics means there is no dedicated graphics chip. Instead, your main processor borrows a little corner of itself and a chunk of your system RAM and pretends to be a graphics card. The key word there is pretends. Think of it like a short order cook at a diner who's also working the register, bussing tables, and he's answering the phone. He can do all of it when it's slow, but the second the lunch rush comes in, everything falls apart. That's integrated graphics during a volume spike. A dedicated graphics card is a separate, purpose-built chef whose only job is to cook. He doesn't touch the register. He doesn't answer the phone. He just renders your trading graphics. GPU rendering all day without breaking a sweat. So now you understand why your heat map stutters at the worst possible second. When volume explodes, the amount of data Bookmap has to paint goes through the roof. Your fake graphics card, already busy being your main processor, gets buried. Frame rates crater, frames drop, the screen tears, and the order flow you're paying to see becomes a slideshow. Now here's the part that should piss you off. A slideshow heat map isn't just annoying, it's dangerous. Bookmap's entire edge is about showing you liquidity appearing and pulling in real time. That's your level 2 data, your full market depth live. When a big seller flashes a wall and then yanks it, that information lives and dies in milliseconds. If your screen is stuttering right then, you didn't see it. You're reading order flow that's already stale. You think you're trading what's happening, you're actually trading a screenshot from 2 seconds ago. And before you go blaming your internet or your RAM, let me stop you. I talk to traders every single day who throw money at the wrong fix. They jam in more memory. They upgrade their internet. They reinstall Bookmap for the 5th time. None of that works because none of it touches the actual problem, the fake graphics card sitting inside your machine. So here's exactly how you find out where your machine stands before you spend a dime. I built a free benchmark test specifically for traders. It takes about 2 minutes to run. It scores your computer against the real-time rendering demands of platforms like Bookmap and tells you in plain numbers whether your hardware can survive a volume spike or whether it's going to choke when it matters most. Click the link in the description, run it right now while we're watching, and you'll know the truth about your machine within 2 minutes. Now let's talk about what actually fixes this. You need a dedicated graphics card. And no, you don't need to spend a fortune, and you definitely don't need those monster cards the gaming crowds brag about. Here's something that'll surprise you. A lot of traders see a gamer running an RTX 5090, and they think that's the one they need too. You don't. That's a $3,700 graphics card. That thing is built to push photorealistic explosions at 240 frames per second. It's wild overkill for a heat map. You'll just be lighting money on fire. For trading, the sweet spot is an NVIDIA RTX 5060 with 8 gigabytes of VRAM if you have a single or dual monitor Bookmap setup. If you want maximum VRAM headroom, especially if you're only running footprint charts or volume profile analysis alongside your heat map, the RTX 5060 Ti with 16 gigabytes of VRAM is worth a look. And if you're running 3 or more very high refresh rate monitors, or you've got Bookmap, a dome ladder, and a chart wall all live at once, step up to the RTX 5070 with 12 gigabytes of VRAM, so you've got the headroom to render every window without dropping a frame. The VRAM number matters. It's your dedicated memory the card uses to paint your heat map. And integrated graphics will steal that from your system's RAM, which is exactly why they collapse under load. These graphics cards have one job in your trading rig: to render your charts, your heat map, and your order flow with zero stutter, no matter how hard the volume slams into the open. The difference between a real graphics card and a fake one: the real one doesn't flinch at 9:31 when the bell rings and the whole market detonates at once. Now here's a question I get all the time. Eddie, can't I just turn down Bookmap settings to make it smoother? Yeah, sure. You can lower the heat map resolution and shrink your time window, but think about what you just did. You bought Bookmap specifically to see the full depth and the detail of the order book, the market depth, the footprint, every layer of liquidity, and now you're throwing half of it away just so your weak hardware can keep up. That's like buying a 4K TV and watching everything in standard definition because your cable box can't handle it. Why would you do that? You shouldn't have to dumb down your tools to match your computer. Your computer should be strong enough to run your tools at full power. And here's the thing: once you put a real dedicated graphics card in your machine, this entire problem just vanishes. The stuttering stops, the tearing stops, the heat map will flow like silk, even when the volume is at its absolute peak. Traders who make this one change always tell me the same thing. They had no idea how much they were missing until the screen finally ran clean. So let me leave you with the big picture, because this is bigger than just Bookmap. If you're running any platform that renders in real time, Bookmap, Sierra Chart's Dome, NinjaTrader Superdome, Jigsaw trading, multi-monitor chart walls, integrated graphics will eventually fail you at the exact worst moment. It's not a question of if, it's a question of when. And it always happens during the biggest move of the day, because that's when the data load is the heaviest. The market punishes weak hardware at the precise second you need it to work. Now, if you'd rather not guess at which card, how much VRAM, or what processor pairs with it, just pick up the phone and call my team. You tell us you run Bookmap and how many monitors you've got. We'll spec a machine that renders your order flow without a single stutter. That's our job. It's not yours. The phone number is 800-387-5250, and you can also find it in the description. A real person who understands trading hardware will pick up. And if you want to see exactly what separates a real trading machine from a glorified office PC before you call, grab my free complete guide to trading computers. It breaks down the graphics card, the processor, the memory, and the multi-monitor setup in plain English. You don't need a tech degree. There's a link to it in the description. There's also a QR code showing on your screen. Go grab it right now and stop blaming the software. Stop resetting the app and stop trading off a heat map that's lying to you because your graphics are fake. Get a real graphics card. See the real order flow. Trade the present, not the past. One more thing before you go. Slam subscribe button, because next week I'm breaking down the exact multi-monitor setup serious order flow traders run, and you don't want to miss it. And if you want to see the ultimate computer built for trading, watch this video next. My name's Eddie Z. Thanks for watching. May the trend be with you.